Alright, so we open on sort of a nondescript room. It's got some simple fold-out chairs and rows lining inside. There's a number of helmetless agents sitting down in chairs, like waiting. Each of you, you're sitting. I don't know. You do know each other. I don't know if you're sitting next to each other or not, but a briefing has been called, and just waiting for the mission brief to begin. Basically, you are both operatives for an organization known as Agenda K. You don't really know what their end game is. Nobody really does, but they pay very well. They have great retirement, mostly because a lot of their agents don't make it there, so they can afford it. A lot of benefits for working for them. They seem to be pretty decent. You might have to kill a few people here and there, steal some stuff, blow some things up, but all in all, pretty sweet gig.
Yeah, sounds like what I'd be doing anyway, just get paid for it.
Exactly, and their missions give you access to vehicles and things like that to travel around and do what you need to do regardless, so.
Okay, yeah. I guess sounds what I'd be doing anyway, but legal.
Well, that's neither here nor there, whether it's legal or not.
Well, probably more legal than literally breaking into people's places and taking shit.
Who has the time to check on legalities?
On the front wall, there's like a projector screen that rolls down. Projection kind of begins, and it's the company logo, which is just the letter K, with the company tagline underneath it. It just says, "Because we care."
Is care spelled with a K?
No.
Fine, fuck you.
Roll to take a powerful blow. Oh, wrong game. Okay. Yeah, so the agents, they're all just kind of muttering to themselves, talking amongst themselves. Here's some people talking about the card game they have planned for later that night, so they hope whatever's going on doesn't take too long. You've got one guy showing off pictures of his newborn baby, things like that. It's all pretty chill.
Yeah, I imagine that Rupert's going to take a nap.
Yeah, and actually, the chairs immediately around you, unless Puddles is sitting in one of them, they're pretty empty. They seem to kind of stay away from you, Rupert.
No, yeah, if everyone else is staying away from him. Wait, I assume we haven't met before this, right?
Oh no, y'all have met. He's known to be kind of creepy.
Okay, then I'd be, I guess, sort of midway between the people that are hanging back from him and actually sitting up on him.
Yeah, and it's not like perv creepy, it's like eerie creepy.
And sweaty. At least you hope it's sweat.
This goes on for a couple more minutes before the door opens and a man walks in a perfectly pressed suit. He's wearing, it's a solid white full head mask. You can't see any details of his face or hair or anything like that. And in the middle of where his face would be is just on the mask is the letter K. Kind of walks in, hits a button on a little device he's holding, and the projector clicks a slide, and it's got today's date and time on it now instead. So, we've got a mission, of course. I mean, that's why you're here. That's why we have all of you fine, upstanding agents here. You are the best of the best. So first, we're going to need volunteers. You know this is how we do it. I don't know questions, no questions asked. We need volunteers. This job, it's going to pay double. A couple people in the front kind of raise their hand slowly. And that's it.
Double.
Yes, double.
Oh, I definitely perk up. My hand just kind of shoots up. Double, you say?
Yes.
Because I assume single is like paying pretty well anyway. So
Yeah, you're averaging 6 figures per mission to begin with.
Out of character, is it common for them not to tell us what the mission is and still ask for volunteers?
Yes.
Okay, so they don't normally look for specialists on each mission, and out of our group.
Not out of y'all's group.
Yeah, I'll raise my hand.
Okay, so yeah, y'all two, the two that initially did, and one other kind of raises his hand. Great. Everyone else out. And so everybody else stands up and walks out, and he walks over, he shuts the door. All right. So now I suppose you would like to know the details of your mission, which is probably important if we want you to succeed. And we do. We always want you to succeed, because we care.
Because you care.
We do. That's why we pay so well. Isn't your insurance the best you've ever had in your life?
Yeah, I was on government insurance before this, so yeah.
Best, only it's a fine line, really.
Touche. Alright, so he clicks a button, and a picture of, it looks like a nondescript warehouse shows up on the screen. Looks kind of run down, windows boarded up. This is the target site. In it, there's an asset that has been captured. We would like the asset. It's not our asset, but it's going to be our asset once you find people do your job. How do I put this? It's not going to be easy, even by our usual standards. This asset is held by an enemy organization. They're not going to be pushovers, so do be on your best. Anywho, any questions so far?
Do we have any blueprints or anything for this warehouse?
We have what was on file with the city. That will be uploaded to your PDFs. Or PDAs. But,
And any nearby camera footage? Traffic cams, that type of thing?
it appears to be doctored. They appear to be some sort of looped feed. We're trying to track down the source, but nothing live currently. We're waiting for a satellite to get in position to get views from there.
Do we know what the asset is or where in the facility it might be, roughly?
The asset is a person. He was moved there recently. We don't know exactly where in the facility it might be, mostly because we don't know what modifications they've made to the facility since that was constructed. We do know the perimeter is patrolled by undercover security. Pretty much anybody you see walking the area is going to be security. We've watched them long enough to know that Hobo Joe over there is not a hobo. He's a security agent. That mother and her child walking over there, they're both security agents. They're taking this very seriously. But it's a very important asset, so I understand.
Is the pay the same, dead or alive?
Oh,
Yeah, how intact are we wanting the asset brought back?
No, the asset has to be alive. Absolutely. Or if they're not alive, they have to keep the brain intact so we can bring them back. And that's also something y'all know that they do, so that's not like news to y'all or anything.
Well, the reason I'm asking is, there's only 4 of us.
No, there's not. This is just y'all are the core team. You will have backup.
Oh,
Yes, you'll have a number of ground units stationed around, offering backup, offering support from neighboring buildings, however you decide to deploy them.
do you foresee the asset itself being an obstacle?
When transferred in, the asset appeared to be on lockdown. We are assuming that remains to be the case. The asset is not part of this agency either, so I doubt they've gotten the asset to comply. Odds are it's still locked up, and it would probably be best to keep it that way.
So that's a yes.
Potentially.
Now, when you say best to keep it that way, should we just grab the whole room, or are you like, can we still take the person?
Oh, the capture pod that they brought them in, assuming they're in that still, just grab the pod. It's easily transportable. They're designed for that.
Yeah, they'll drop it right outside your unit, and you just load it up and unload it. They'll pick it up the next day.
That is convenient, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, yes. Yes. So he clicks another button, and it kind of pulls back, and it shows where the building is and kind of location to the neighboring buildings and whatnot. And it's actually a fairly small town, it looks like. The building itself, from what it looks like, is one of the few of that size. Otherwise, it is a pretty tiny city. Looks somewhat rural as well. So there shouldn't be too much in the way of resistance from the locals. It's they're simple
Unless
folk.
they own that town.
Yes, and that's a possibility. And we have considered that, but we don't know for sure.
Do we know anything if, like, any of these buildings, and I point to some of the buildings around the area, do we know if any of these they might connect underground?
Again, right now, based on the schematics available, no. They don't, but we don't know what changes have been made. By the time you arrive, we should have the satellite footage. We'll, of course, have done our scans and whatnot from there, and we might know a little bit more. There's not a lot of information on this place because, look at it. Who goes there?
Well, us, apparently.
Yes, but you don't exist, so
And what sort of backup can we expect?
you will have 24 men, field soldiers.
Are they good with shovels?
I'm sure they've had to dig a trench or two in their time.
Okay. It's just to be on the safe side, we might try blowing the ground or something around the area just to see if we can't collapse some tunnels if they do exist.
Hopefully it won't come to that. It sounds like a lot of hard work, and well, we like you all to be very well rested.
Right, because you care.
We do, yes.
I've noticed that. It was on the bathrobe I stole the other day.
Yes, that's why we buy extra.
So,
Actually, what do we
character.
know about the relationship between the guys in that building and everyone else who lives in the village? Like, do they like those dudes being there?
From our observation, they don't really seem to be aware, unless, as your colleague here suggests, they do in fact own the town, and then everyone else is simply acting like they aren't there to make it look like they don't know.
Okay, so no chance of using Village Uprising as a defense. Got it.
No, that probably wouldn't go over well. If they don't own the town, then they would probably just look at you like, what are you talking about? Are you crazy? That's an empty warehouse. Why would we rise up against an empty warehouse? But if they do...
Is there a Walmart?
What was that?
Is there a Walmart?
Unfortunately, where isn't there a Walmart?
Yeah, can we get footage of the Walmart? I want to see how active it is.
Give me a moment. And he puts the slideshow projector remote in his pocket and pulls out basically a little phone and starts tapping on it. And it'll be a few moments. They're accessing what camera feeds they can find. Anyway, so how's your day been going before this?
It hasn't. We've just been waiting for work.
Yeah, things have been kind of slow here. The economy is in terrible shape.
I don't know. My portfolio's looking pretty good.
Oh, the real economy, not the one for normies.
Hey, I haven't eaten yet today. Are you guys gonna give us any food before we go, or what?
No, you can stop by the cafeteria on your way. Okay, so he taps the things on his on the phone, and it projects or casts itself mirror image onto through the projector, and you've got a couple of parking lot feeds at Walmart, and it's a fairly small parking lot. It's kind of a small Walmart, but it's got maybe a dozen or so cars there. A few people coming and going at this time.
Yeah, can I make some sort of roll to see what I think that would be in relation to a small town? Because Walmarts are sort of like a town hub in the smaller towns.
Yeah, go ahead and roll intellect and D12.
Intellect and D12. Oh, the macro adds them. Okay.
Yeah, nothing about it strikes you as unusual for a small town.
Okay. Yeah, that's really what I was just looking for, was like social activity and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do need to stop at the Walmart, you probably won't find much of what you're looking for. These small town Walmarts are pretty terrible.
Right, the selection just isn't there.
It's really not. I don't know why they don't just pick up and leave and go somewhere with more options, but maybe one day we can make it better because we care.
And they don't.
Not like we do.
No. So what do you care about?
We care about a great many things. And our goal is to make things better for everybody. For a world where nobody goes hungry, where nobody goes wanting, and where we provide for all things because we care.
You're going to make things better.
That's one way to put it, I suppose, yes.
You gonna make people better?
Well, I mean, we can't. Well, we can, but we prefer they choose to be better. Make them care for themselves. Because if you care for yourself, then you will begin caring for humanity. Most people don't care for themselves. They hate themselves, and so they hate their fellow man. It's not very nice. It shows a lack of caring.
Out
Hey,
of
man, I spent
character.
all last night caring for myself.
They're kind of talking over each other. What was that?
I just said, hey, man, I spent all last night caring for myself.
Out of character. Is this a typical company man, or is this somebody we know?
Yeah, it's a very typical company man. You don't actually ever see the faces of the company men. They're always wearing like that mask, but it's very typical.
We never see like 3 at the same time, do we?
It's rare to see more than 2 together, but you have seen more than 2 together. Yes.
Okay, because that would be awkward. They got the K on their face, right?
Yeah.
And they're wearing white.
And well, they're wearing the suit's actually like a black business suit, but the mask itself is solid white with a black K on their face.
And they don't spell care with a K.
They don't.
Oh.
Oh, shit, I know what kind of stores they're going to open up in place of Walmart.
Oh.
Safeways.
Kmart's playing the long game. We have competition in that town. You bring up the Walmart footage. I'd rather not.
Oh man, that was amazing. Really need to try to spend more time thinking carefully on the names of things, I guess.
You think with your money, you know, you'd have all kinds of people to think up names.
Well, that was out of character. That was me saying that as the GM.
Oh. No, I enjoy the idea of them having a marketing research, and it's just people really fucking with them. It ends up making no money, so they go with it.
One of those things, like they're trying to ruin them, but somehow it always turns out great.
Right. Or customers think they're joking. That's a company with a sense of humor.
Service with a smile.
Or at least you assume it's a smile because you can't see their face.
Service under a mask.
Sir, yes. How long do you think this is going to take us? Because, you know, I mean, the money's nice, but I would like to not have it be too long of a day this time around. Oh, I mean, that's up to you. How good do you think you are? Yeah, okay. Should have figured. Yep. Sorry. Yes, do try to think of better questions. Contrary to popular belief, there are dumb questions.
Like what?
Clearly you weren't paying attention. Or are you giving an example?
Yes?
Keep my eye on you. You're going to go far in this company.
Out of character.
Yeah.
These people with the masks, they all sound the same, talk the same, all that.
And there's differences. It's not like completely the same or anything else, but they do tend to come off all as kind of like a high and mighty type of tone.
Okay.
Pretentiousness kind of does follow them around, but it's not the same voice under each mask.
Oh, okay. Same speech patterns, though?
Speech patterns of somebody full of themselves.
Okay. Trying to think if I need to ask anything else or if we should just go investigate. Where's our entry point?
We'll be dropping you off at a neighboring town. From there, you'll have vehicles waiting, and you'll make your way. It'll be about a 20-mile drive from between towns.
And our extraction point?
That depends on how you on how you leave. If we have to come in, we come in. If not, we'll meet you wherever you need us to meet you. We'd obviously like to not show up ourselves in town with making our presence very known, but
So you would prefer if we got back to the other town?
or just outside of the city. Away from this place, yes.
And I suppose that the transportation that we're taking has a means to transport the pods?
There will be a specially made U-Haul, yes.
Okay, so we gotta protect the U-Haul.
Might be in your best interest.
Save the U-Haul, save the paycheck.
That is a great way to put it. Any more questions? And a lot, like, there will be other information in the data drop y'all get before y'all actually leave for the mission and things like that too, on your computer, on your tablets and everything.
I don't think there's any direct questions. Not thinking of anything.
Puddles?
Nah, I'm good.
Alright, so nobody raises their hand. Like, great. Well, you leave in about 2 hours. Make the most of it. Have a great day. And walks out.
2 hours. I only need 3 minutes.
And the other people who'd raised their hands are just kind of like, man, those guys are so fucking stupid. But they pay good, so whatever.
Why do you say they're stupid?
Well, maybe stupid's the wrong word. Laughable. Their attitude and everything else. They couldn't run this kind of operation if they were stupid. I chose my words poorly.
You need them to help you be better.
Don't you want to be better?
I work out every day. I make myself better.
Yeah, I work out and I flex a little bit.
How I go get ready. Come on, man. Yeah, whatever. And so the one that called Howie just walks out. The others follow.
Either they caught something I missed, or they're idiots.
I think it might be number.
God, I hope we didn't settle ourselves with idiots.
I mean, hey, bright side, if we did, we know who's going to be the father.
Good point. I guess I have a shield. Oh, 2 shields.
Nah, don't worry about them. They're fine. They like to stir the pot. There's a guy just kind of hanging out by the door, the last one to leave. He's got a long brown hair, hasn't shaved in a few days, and y'all know him as Willie. Yeah, I haven't run ops with them, but y'all have seen them around.
What's your take on this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be not quite as easy as they're making it out to be, but it never is. So,
Especially not for that pay.
no, absolutely not. No. Last time I had double, it was, well, let's just say about 15 of us went in, and, well, here I am.
God, we've only got 4. Maybe we should go grab a couple other guys.
No, we're going to have the backup squad. And yeah, these guys, they'll be useful.
Oh, what's your specialty?
You ever go out, party kind of hard, and then kind of forget what happened the next day?
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's kind of my specialty.
You're my Tuesdays?
Yes.
Should we call you Ruby?
Oh, this is gonna be a long mission.
Oh man, to be fair, that's a good place. I go there every Wednesday.
Oh, of course, you got to go somewhere after you're hungover.
Yep. I usually go back to the bar. I'm gonna go there now. Yeah, he kind of turns and just walks off, shaking his head.
I'm gonna give him some finger guns.
He doesn't see them. His back is to you as he walks away.
It doesn't matter if he knows. The point is that I knew.
Okay.
Got to quit shooting people in the back.
Unless it's for the mission.
Unless it's for the mission. Or to show them you care.
Okay, so you've got the full facility. You've got your dorm rooms, basically. Each have solo suites. You've got the cafeteria, the gym, the entertainment centers, the bars, the basketball courts. It's a full major facility that you'll have the run of.
I'm going for basic supplies. Like get an assault rifle and whatever else is on my sheet.
Well, the actual combat gear and stuff like that'll be when you deploy.
Then yeah, I guess I'm just gonna chill in my room for the next couple hours.
I'll double check my will.
Alright. So yeah, time passes and your will seems to be in order still. You don't have anybody leave anything to, so it's pretty simple will. And you head to the deployment hangar, and they have the plane waiting, and the rest of the crew from the guys in the rooms who were there, Willie, Howie, and a couple others, and another jet a little bit further down the hangar. You see about 25 soldiers kind of gearing up and heading into that one. All of your gear is waiting. It's any personal gear you would have on you, but like the assault rifles and the armor and things like that, they kind of have just the movable racks and things like that. You just kind of take as you go towards the plane. Gear up and head into the plane, and it starts taking off, and Howie's like, so this is number 8 for me. How many you got? He goes, asks everybody. Willie's like, I lost track at about 22.
We're supposed to count?
Yeah, some people keep track of their missions.
Think you'd forget.
Yeah, I did after about my 22nd mission. I just stopped keeping track at that point.
I just straight up forgot to even count. So, haha.
I just keep track of the zeros.
I'm not sure what that means.
The money.
Ah, yes. It's a pretty cherry gig if you survive. At that point, your wrists all ding, and your data display screen on the back side of your right wrist kind of pops to life, and you head into the town of Nowhere. It's actually called Nowhere, in Arizona.
Is it spelled with a K?
No.
There's an old lady that lives here with her husband and her dog.
I'm sure somewhere in the city. But the town only has a population of a few hundred. It's kind of been on the downward slide for quite a number of years now. More and more things closing up, especially after the Walmart moved in, killed a lot of local business. Sat screen gives you a basic layout of the town. Deep scans show that there may be a slight tunnel system underneath the warehouse, but not going too far out from it. And so maybe two of the other buildings look to be like they might be connected to it.
So you don't use a mask like this without, something going on behind it.
Do what?
Oh, I'm pointing out where the tunnels, might be. I'm like, you don't use a mask like this town without something going on behind it.
It looks like it's more underneath it than behind it, but I dig what you're saying.
Yeah, so I'm gonna saddle up to Puddles. It's like, look, these other guys, I don't completely trust them, but I trust you.
Aw, well that makes two of us, buddy.
And I just want you to know I've got your back, no matter what happens out there.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck these guys. I'm gonna do the same for you. I'll have my back too, I guess. But yeah.
All right. I just thought I'd let you know. Oh, I gotta save them or you. It's you.
Aw, thanks, man. I mean, I'll try to save you as much as I can, but yeah. Anyway, fuck these guys. That was the short part.
Yeah.
And as you're saying that, if you have a choice to make, you'll save him, Rupert. You just kind of hear a very sharp, eat us all in your brain.
Go back to sleep. Just start slapping the side of my head. Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Willie's kind of giving you the side eye.
Dude?
Hmm? Oh, it's... I got one of those earpieces, and it was ringing every time he talked.
What? They give you an earpiece? They didn't give me an earpiece. I just walk off ranting. Don't even trust me with an earpiece. What kind of bullshit is this?
So I sidle up next to Willie. If anything happens out there, I've got your back.
Thanks. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking out for all you guys. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm making the rounds to everybody.
You dick.
go ahead and roll a charisma.
Oh, fuck. Let's see. That is 1d6. Oh.
Go ahead and roll again.
Oh.
All right, so the other grunts, they just, thanks, yeah, you gotta all look out for each other. Appreciate it.
It's like Survivor.
And Willie's like watching Puddle storm off and like, at the earpieces are in that box over there, labeled comm units.
What? Oh, thanks, man. Finger guns on the way over.
So y'all are flying for a bit, and the signal comes on to get in your harnesses and everything, and strap yourselves in. The little area y'all are in kind of seals off on either side of the interior, and the bottom opens up underneath you as the seats are in kind of drop out underneath you, and you start falling through the sky. You're descending, go for a bit, planes leaving. All around you is your group here, and behind you can see the other soldiers. And the harnesses activate, and little glider wings kind of come in and just spiral down to the ground, landing. You're on the outskirts of the other town, the neighboring town that they said they were going to drop you off at. The other guys just kind of pack up their harnesses and activate the self-destruct on them after they take them off, and to get rid of them, and start hiking into the town towards the destination.
Does this town have a Walmart?
Who doesn't?
Okay.
They got a Starbucks?
No.
Oh, well, fine. There go the post-mission lattes then.
Just checking, because I'm looking for anything that's abnormal.
Yeah.
Stands out.
So y'all make y'all's way to the rendezvous point, basically, and it's looks like a closed down apartment complex, but there are a number of vehicles in the parking lot, including a U-Haul truck. The vehicles are very normal, it's like a Volkswagen and a Civic, and just very basic, regular vehicles. They aren't all black SUVs or anything like that.
I feel like we're overdressed.
Oh, well, honey, you want to take any of that off? That's fine.
No, I'm keeping the jewelry.
So what kind of vehicle do y'all head to?
Oh, yeah. How old's the Volkswagen? Because if it's old, I don't want to be in it to drive to another town.
It's like a 2015.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, that'll work.
Alright. So, yeah, y'all head to that one, and Willie's already in the driver's seat of it. He kind of nods, y'all get in, and you'll start the vehicles start pulling out, waiting about 15 minutes between each one going.
Yeah, climb in the back.
Not my choice of vehicles, but guess it is less conspicuous than all of us rolling in Escalades or something.
Yeah, nobody will look at it.
So it's finally y'all's time to head off, and say turns it on, gets going, and start making y'all's way to nowhere. So
What's the name of the town we just left?
Jasper.
Okay. With the pause, I half expected somewhere.
If it helps, I was about to add that if he didn't say anything.
Okay, Jasper. So we got to get back to Jasper. Maybe.
Or at least away from nowhere.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. How do you get away from nowhere?
pick a direction and just start walking.
Yeah, man, go anywhere.
Yeah. There's some people that spend their whole lives trying to get out of nowhere.
I would too. It's a pretty small looking town.
Is it like one school for like all the kids?
Yes.
Oh wait, what's their mascot? What's that? The Nowhere Men? What the fuck?
The Nowhere Marmosets.
Yeah, they couldn't even get a real mascot. Alright. You know what? They need a better, like, a tourist bureau.
Come to nowhere. It's some place, yeah.
Yeah.
There's nowhere you'd rather be.
Get away from it all. At nowhere.
So, how sideways you guys think this is gonna go?
Oh, very. I'm just trying to distract myself before we, shit hits the fan.
Had that happen once. Hope that doesn't actually happen.
It's kind of messy when it does. I mean, it just kind of plops on there, and then some of it kind of goes places, but mostly it just falls off again.
Yeah.
What kind of missions have y'all been doing?
It was pretty nutty.
Yeah, really. I mean, when it happened with us, I thought it was just high in fiber.
It was. Anyway, I don't like to think about that mission too much. So. Yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna get pretty bad.
Yep, I'm never going to Cleveland again.
You know, that's where my mission was too. I don't know what's wrong with that town.
Steaming pile of.
Uh-huh. So, Puddles, don't go to Cleveland.
Ah, come on, man. Cleveland rocks.
It was pretty shitty.
Yep.
Fine. Fuck you guys. I guys just want to go visit my parents again.
That explains a lot.
It really does.
Fuck you guys.
I mean, who names their kid Puddles?
Yeah, it's a pretty odd name. Were your parents hippies?
It's a pretty shitty thing to do.
Puddles is a code name, damn it. Trying to be cool. We're secret agents.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you're not going to be cool with that name.
Man, fuck y'all. Just walk off again, ranting.
Walk off. You're in a Volkswagen.
Okay, then I pouted to the corner. Shut up. I forgot
He
where
pounds
we
in
were.
the corner. I go and shoot the finger guns at him.
I don't know if it's possible, but I give him angry finger guns and then just melt into the floor.
Go ahead and roll action and or roll
You're gonna melt into the floorboards.
roll a d12 and your mechanic. So I think it's both. So you'd roll your power, your action, and a d12.
I don't know. I guess since I've got two different melts. I'll go with the infiltration one. I guess.
Yeah, that's the regular melt.
Okay, it was D12, so a D10 for that, and then you said a third one.
Whatever your action is.
Wait, action. Hang on one second. Where we're
It
at.
doesn't matter. You already beat an 8.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah. So as you give him the finger guns, Rupert, he just kind of melts angrily into a puddle on the floor.
Oh. Oh shit! I didn't realize the power of my fingers. That'll come in handy.
Willie grins for a second, and then he steps on the gas and cranks the wheel to the side, spinning the car around, and so he also gets a +1 to that 11. So he actually beat the challenge. And so the car starts doing donuts, and then he speeds it up even more, and it kind of lifts off of its side a bit and puddles. Go ahead and roll might and action. Or might and d12, I mean.
Well, great.
Puddles, you go flying, spraying across the interior of the car, just all over, getting all over everybody as he does. And Willie's just laughing as he straightens the car out and starts going towards the town again.
Yeah.
That was on purpose, wasn't it?
What? I can't understand you.
Yeah, do I have a file or anything on me? Like, just something I can collect liquid in?
Yeah, you've got your little, like a little water bottle, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna dump it out and collect some of Puddles.
Puddle, I'm assuming you're not going to just allow him to collect you.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I don't want to reform and be missing a pinky.
Okay, so I'm gonna have
Can't leave you behind.
Rupert, you roll action, and Puddles, go ahead and roll action plus your power again.
Yeah, can I choose to fail? Because this is mostly just messing with him. I'll roll, but mostly just like... This is more our distraction before we go get killed.
I rolled a D8 and a D10. How the hell did I end up with a total of 9? Fuck these dice.
I only see one. I don't even see the D8.
He did the D8 before I did mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
he
was
rolled an 8 and a 1.
If you have all of those macros turned on, like that I was telling you about, if you only have 2, you can just pick the 2 at the bottom bar for which one you want to roll. So there's a combination to roll D8 and D10 at the same time.
Oh, yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, but yeah, so 8. So you try to collect them, but the pieces of Puddles they're moving too fast for you to properly get.
Oh no, looks like we'll have to leave him behind.
And Willie's just still laughing.
I just loop my way back into my suit so that I can reform back into the. Because I assume they gave us like combat armor or whatever.
Yeah, but the gear's designed like it melts with you.
Oh, I thought that was just the morph suit that I decided I was going to wear under it. Okay, never mind then.
I told you I'd have your back. I just didn't know which part was your back.
Well, that was the case. So now what?
Oh.
Out of character, I have no idea what part of me anything is when I'm in a puddle.
Just be glad he didn't actually catch any of you, and then you're reformed. But because I was gonna pick random parts that he happened to get in the bottle.
Okay, noted. Fair point.
So your GM's a dick and your teammates are dicks.
Yep, it's the Valiant system.
At this point, I think it's the setting more than the system.
Yeah, I'm just playing off of the Vanquished. Like, everybody's dicks there, too. Side note, they only have 2 episodes left before the show's over. Canceled, yeah.
Oh.
They're just not making enough, and Valiant isn't going to be funding them at all next year, so they can't afford to keep it going.
Oh, shit, that sucks.
That makes sense. I mean, there's not even forums for this game. And it's been out since 2014.
Yeah. Catalyst really kind of dropped the ball with the system.
Yeah, I hear it's the same as their Cosmic Patrol, basically, but
even that,
it didn't do well.
Isn't that only like 1 book?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. There was no real push to make it a thing like they could have, because I know we haven't done much, but between what little we've already rolled and watching Valiant, I think it is a pretty solid system overall for a combination of good crunch plus narrative based. But anyway, so yeah, he reforms in the seat. I'm assuming you're still kind of huffy.
Yeah, no, I definitely reform with a pout.
So if you want to forget about that, I can make that happen. Willie says, grinning.
No, man, we'll see how the rest of this goes.
Yep. All right.
Swimmingly.
I got my turn to the Rupert, but I got my eye on you.
Well, I should hope so. We promised to have each other's backs.
Hey, wait, did the others all hear that? Do they all know that he went to everybody?
Oh yeah, it was very blatant. He did that to everybody.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then I was hoping there'd be a. Hey, wait a minute.
No, we're in a Volkswagen too, so.
Well, yeah, but on the plane, like, you very obviously went to everybody and did that. But yeah, look like nowhere's coming up. Yeah, you just get ready.
All right, going hyperactive. And at that, I'm going to sit there.
It's very hyper state you're in.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that I'm not super open about my powers, so.
Yeah. All right. So he starts driving into town, and oh shit!
Oh my God! It's Cleveland all over again.
What? If there's something you guys are
Yeah,
seeing that I'm
so-
not,
Holy.
oh God!
Don't worry, the 19 was Willie's roll. He's trying to beat a 9.
Yeah.
It's actually a 20 because he gets a +1 to driving, basically. You just see him, like, kind of hit the brakes, turn the wheel real fast, the car kind of slides and curves around as the road in front of y'all just explodes. He's like, shit, on the roof! And you see, like, somebody just standing there. It looks like just some old farmer guy with a rocket launcher. It's still smoking.
Well, so much for sneaking in.
What's up, Farmer Brown?
And he drives off and, like, kind of spins around the corner. And, you know, it's just, we got to go on foot. We're not going to make it in the car.
No, it's not made to. Alright, get your shit, fall in line.
And at this point, there's been no signs of any of the other vehicles. And they should have been, the next one up should have been about 15 minutes ahead of y'all. The next one behind y'all, there's one left behind y'all with some of the soldiers. It should be roughly 15 minutes behind y'all.
Alright, one of us should probably stay behind with a mirror or something to try to signal them as they get closer.
Not it. Hey, Howie.
And Willie's just like, I'm gonna try to use the comms. And he activates the comm and relays the message to the other truck, and they give the affirmative signal. They'll be on guard.
Yeah, when we're getting shot at as soon as we come in town, I normally expect comms are down.
You always gotta try. But I'm pretty sure everyone else is dead. Otherwise, they probably would have tried to calm us.
Okay, so how far away are we from this warehouse?
It's on the other side of town, maybe a mile and a half. Like, it's a small town, so.
Okay, and the U-Haul was behind us somewhere?
Yeah, the U-Haul is the last one to come up, and it's got some more of the soldiers in the back of that, so that's why it was last, though.
Okay.
And you don't know what, but I mean, the U-Haul, y'all were told was specially made, so you assume it's probably armored at the very least.
Alright. What do y'all think? Go building?
Man. Fucking Cleveland, man. Might be our best bet. At least it gives us cover.
Yeah, same. I'll duck along with you guys, I guess. Howie, you still staying here?
It was just the three of y'all.
I thought the other two were with us. Never mind.
Nah, the other ones were in different vehicles.
It's a Volkswagen.
Hell, I don't know. Maybe we crammed.
If they're doing this when we enter the town, it's probably safe to say this is a company town, if you get my meaning.
Yeah. Alright. Is there some sort of perception thing we could do for the building we're next to see if it's safe to go in?
It'd be a intellect with a D12.
Okay.
Wait, do we both need to do that or just one?
Oh, I can't roll.
That was close. That shouldn't have been close. Oh yeah, I need to pick a luck also. I forgot.
Wait, the GM gets lucky too?
Yeah.
That's bogus.
Oh, I thought you meant for Willie. Never mind. Damn it.
Alright. I'll look it up later. I thought I got a luck, but maybe I don't.
I'm just messing with you. I don't know.
Or
I
actually,
haven't read.
I think it'd be easy to have that luck just be the luck for every NPC. Like just the one luck for everybody.
Yeah, nobody knows this, but I can't read. It's this learning disability where I'm super lazy.
So you have the ability, you just don't.
I think that still qualifies as a disability.
Anyway, so the building y'all are around. It's a little one-story. Used to be a store. I mean, as far as you can tell, it looks normal, looks fine. Don't see any signs of anything being trapped or anything like that. Y'all are on the back side of it, so the back door is pretty close. But again, there's no signs of traps or anything like that.
Is the door locked?
It is.
I suppose I'll break it down.
All right. Might and a D12.
Okay. Dang my rolls.
So.
Oh, and your rolls. There's no way I was going to hit an 18.
A 12 and a 10, you could have. But, yeah, so you kind of elbow into the door to try to break it down, and it feels a lot stronger than it probably should be. You just kind of hit it and bounce back a little bit.
Yep. Definitely a company town.
Alternatively, can I melt under it and try and unlock from the inside?
Go ahead and roll your power. So your power, your action die combined, and then plus the D12. Beat a 9. I think you beat a 9.
I might have.
Your power, does it work like those, what is it, there's those juice commercials where they, like, go into liquid?
Yes, it's pretty much exactly like that, except he doesn't fly.
I don't know what commercial you're talking about, but probably.
It's like that, combined with, like, the T1000 style melt.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, Puddles, yeah, you walk up to the door and into your puddle form, and you manage to squeeze underneath the door. As you seep through, first thing you do notice, though, is there's an old man and a woman holding, like, M16s, aiming at the door, waiting for somebody to come through.
Have they noticed? Did they notice the puddle come in?
They don't seem to have noticed the puddle, no.
Alright, then before I open the door, can I try and sneak around and disarm or knock them out?
I'll let you make a go for one of them.
Okay, then for right now, I guess sneak around behind.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of ooze around, thinning yourself out so you're less noticeable. Ooze around the front of the counter, they're kind of behind, and up and over it, and so you come up behind them. So do you reform to do this, or?
Yeah. I'll reform, because then my next move is, I'll probably have to roll for this, but my next move is going to be to try and knock them out.
Okay. So yeah, so you reform up behind them, and I'm assuming you're just going to, like, how are you going to try to knock them out?
Just punch them really fucking hard in the back of the head.
Alright, so, yeah, roll your might and your fisticuffs and pick higher. And then it'll be against them. So, I'm going to have you also add another +1 to it, just because it's surprise, basically.
Okay, so
2d6.
I got fisticuffs as a d6, might's a d6, so it'll be 2d6, and then plus 2, if I heard you right?
It's 2d6, but you're dropping the lowest. So if you roll a 4 and a 3, you keep the 4.
Oh, okay.
And then you add a 1 to that.
Alright, so discard the 5, keep the 6,
Yeah,
or 1, so 7?
Yeah, so you reform. They still don't notice as you rear back, and your fist kind of inflates a bit as you just smash man or woman.
I was gonna go for both if I could, but if I gotta just do one, I guess woman.
Okay, so you smash the woman upside the head with your fist. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Wait, what is that for damage? Hang on.
1d4 plus 1.
So 4.
Alright. So, yeah, you hit her upside the head, and she just, as she falls forward, hitting her face on the ground as she falls, as, like, what? As it turns around and just starts firing at you.
Then I will do a shield melt. Yeah. Or a partial melt, so I can still stay, like, more or less.
Well, first you can roll to see if he even hits you, like if you get out of the way in time. So it'll be your action versus his action.
Okay.
And then if he hits, then you can roll the shield melt thing. Although hypothetically, I guess you could try to avoid it by activating your power, melting your infiltration.
True. Oh well. Either way, I got a 3 on action, which was my luck, so I guess that counts as a success.
Okay, so yeah, I won't even bother rolling then. Yeah, so he opens fire, and you just kind of ooze down and back up, avoiding the blows, or the bullets rather, as it goes into the wall. Outside, Rupert, you do hear the gunfire going off inside.
Yeah, I suppose I'm going to try to break the door again, or did I already waste all that earlier?
I mean, you can try again, and Willie will go ahead and help you too.
Alright, so that was might and a d12?
Yes. So that's Willie. And you had to beat a 3, so... Yeah, together, both smash into the door, breaking it down. It actually, just shatters the hinges, and it falls inwards. As you see an old woman lying on the ground with an M16 off to the side of her, and an old man with the same type of gun firing at Puddles.
I loosened it.
The old man hears the door crash, and he kind of turns, what? And if you want to get an action, though, in against him before...
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll try my Talon.
Okay, so then that would be your action. That'll be versus his action.
Okay, how does that work?
Just roll your action die.
Oh, just the d12?
No, the d12 is the base die. Your action die, you have a different die for. I think you have a d8 for action.
Oh, right.
Alright, yeah, so you pull out the Talon and you lunge into... Are you stabbing, cutting? What are you doing?
I'm stabbing.
Okay, you roll into stab, and he tries to move out of the way, but he's unable to as you jam it into his side. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Okay, looks like it's a d4.
Alright. So yeah, he drops the gun as you stab him, and his hand goes to your arms to try to pull it out. He kind of hunches over in pain, and it just... Boy, I don't speak that language.
Yep, and I'm licking the Talon.
You jihadists better get out of here, or y'all gonna die.
I'm completely solidifying jihadist.
Yeah, you some of them terrorists, we know all about you.
I think he called us Jesuses.
Boy, don't blaspheme.
I never blaspheme.
Willie walks up and puts his hand on the old dude's head. And his hand kind of glows a little bit as the old dude's eyes kind of roll in the back of his head. And he's like, alright, so problem one, the whole town is up in arms, ready to go. But they think we're ISIS.
They're a religious fundamentalist.
I mean, like, as much as any small town in America, but no, they think we're ISIS. The enemy agency has them believing ISIS is attacking their town. They're not actually operatives. They think they're defending themselves against ISIS.
I just hold my hand up, but I'm white.
And if you read the news, you've seen how many British people defect to ISIS? That don't mean anything.
So what you're saying is we need to wear flags. Just not let the flags touch the ground.
That'd probably just anger them even more. Making a mockery of, their second true religion, America.
Nah, I'm sure this guy's got some boxers around here. I could just go out in boxers.
Hold on. So, Willie's still holding the head. He kind of shifts his head and starts focusing as his hand kind of glows a little bit again. Okay, that's not going to work. Alright, so this dude has a hell of a willpower, I gotta say. If the rest of these people here are anything like him, we're going to have to do something else to prove we're not who they think we are, probably.
Our mission is just to get one person, right? We're allowed to murder the whole town.
Sounds good to me.
Hang on. Guys, I got an idea. I just spin the old man around and get right in his face. We are not terrorists!
Yes, I'm sure after we brainwash him, the rest of the town will listen.
Go ahead and roll your charisma.
Fuck.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and you're rolling against his intellect, so.
Oh, hell yeah!
What do you mean? You're not terrorists.
I literally mean we're not terrorists today.
You punched my wife and stabbed me.
You were shooting!
Because you're terrorists.
The commies have locked up a true American hero underneath the warehouse.
What?
Yeah. We're here to liberate him.
There's no commies. Not in our town.
Yes, there are. Oh, yes, there are.
Everywhere, old man.
Rupert,
They come in through the businesses.
Rupert, roll charisma.
Fuck. Oh, for a second there, I thought I had a chance.
Yeah, he spits in your face. There ain't no commies in here, just you. Maybe jihadist? Is my wife alive? Did you kill my wife?
And I start rubbing my temple. It's like, okay. Do I kill him or do I not kill him? Do I kill him or do I not kill him? Kill him! No. Maybe. Oh, yes, that does sound good.
His soul.
Oh, yes, eating the soul. I don't think the soul would taste very good.
Feast on his blood. Feast on his blood. Go ahead and roll a d12 and your intellect.
Okay.
All right. So you're able to resist if you choose to.
I'm more hoping that maybe I'm going to resist, but this is hopefully maybe to try and intimidate him into like thinking. I mean, with what I'm doing, he's probably not going to think we're jihadists. He's just going to think we're fucking crazy, which is better than him thinking we're jihadists.
He's also just kind of like still wincing in pain, trying to stop the bleeding as he's bleeding profusely from where you stabbed him.
Do you have a medical kit?
First aid under the counter.
All right. Because I ain't be damned if I'm using my own supplies.
Willie's kind of just keeping a lookout now from out the window.
Yeah. Here. Who's probably the best at patching people up here?
You probably all have roughly equal skills for basic field first aid.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pass it to somebody.
It's going to be.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to have it be an intellect roll.
Oh, well, I'll probably do it then. Somebody should go up to the roof. There's a rocket launcher up there.
No, the rocket launcher was on across the street.
Oh.
It wasn't on this building.
Stay away from the windows.
Yeah, that's why I'm being careful.
4?
Go ahead and roll a d12 with it.
Oh, okay. So that's a 10. On lucky number, is it the combination or is it if you get it on one die?
Yeah, it's if you get it on anything you roll. So.
Okay, so yeah, my lucky number is 6.
Yeah. So yeah, you find the kid and you're able to patch him up pretty roughly, but enough to stop the bleeding. You're just gonna keep me alive so you can torture me later.
That's the plan.
Just do it to me. Don't hurt my wife anymore. Please.
I love me some silver foxes, you know.
I'll be your silver fox.
All right.
Just don't hurt my wife.
Never. What kind of monsters do you think we are?
Terrorist.
Right, I forgot. Just clarifying.
The gear that they gave us, do we look soldiery or like?
Yeah, y'all look very soldiery.
Okay, then I'm gonna try one more time on this asshole in my best soldier voice.
Well, because even when he said the terrorist this last time, like he's saying it now with like a question mark, like he's doubting the story he heard. It's not like a straight out accusal.
Now, sir, I believe that you are starting to think that we're not terrorists, and that's good, because what it actually is, he was right. There are commies, and they're out there in that warehouse. What we need you guys to do is, we need all of y'all up here in this city here in... Guys, are we still in nowhere, or is this the other town?
This is nowhere.
This is nowhere.
Okay, we need all of y'all up here in nowhere. All of y'all good American citizens, turn your guns away from us and on the commies. They got someone real important that we're trying to get, that the government needs, so that we can help America be the freest country in the land. Do you think you can do that for me?
Roll charisma.
Please let this work. Yeah.
He kind of bucks up a little bit, and you mean really commies? It's really commies in nowhere.
That's right. Commies are definitely nowhere.
The pink is my dick.
The pink is his dick. You hear that?
Wait, if you're not terrorists, Are you still gonna rape me?
Well, no, I wouldn't roll that out necessarily.
What?
Finger guns.
What? But you're not terrorists. You say you're trying to stop
Look.
commies.
Look, we don't have time to rape you today.
You're not gonna rape my wife.
No, we're not gonna rape either of y'all. Now, what I can do is I can leave you.
No,
my
she
number.
ain't my
If
type.
you guys, what?
She ain't my type.
No, I'm not. We're not gonna rape either of y'all. What I can do is I can give you guys my number, and I'll write down my phone number. If y'all ever want to have a little bit of old age fun, once all of this is over, you just give that a call.
This is so terrible.
We are terrible people.
Shut up! I'm trying to seduce an old man and help save the country.
Thank you. Stop the commies. Just stop the commies, please, and leave us alone. Oh.
We have bingo on Thursdays.
So do we. Don't need your bingo.
I lick my lips.
Fine. Out of character. That is not my regular phone. That is literally just a booty phone that I gave him.
Oh.
And as we go to leave, I'm going to whisper in his ear, B-15.
He just starts crying. He slumps to the floor as y'all walk away from him. Just moves to his wife and just kind of holds her. She's unconscious on the ground. And Willie's just looking at you like, y'all boys are fucked up. We're gonna get along fine.
Finger guns, Willie.
Well, Cleveland wasn't that bad. I just ain't a lot back.
Right, so they think we're ISIS. We got one building down. We know there's heavy artillery on the roof across the street.
If we can just repeat that performance in every building in the town, we'll be good.
No, what we need to do is we need to get a bunch of Starbucks cups and burn them in the streets.
No Starbucks in this town either. It's a real American town. They're not gonna allow Starbucks.
No, we need to go to Chick-fil-A. We need to order.
There's 2 Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Wait, what day of the week is it?
Sunday.
Sunday. Wait, did you say Sunday or Monday?
Sunday. The Chick-fil-A's are closed.
Oh.
Damn it. All I heard was the unday part, and I was, hopeful for a second.
Okay, all we need to do is go to Hobby Lobby.
Town's too small for Hobby Lobby.
Okay, all we need to do is go to church.
There's like
Come on, they gotta have one of those.
And there's 15 churches.
Yeah. It's McBaptistville.
At this point, I also do want to point out, y'all do both have 3 plot points each, if y'all wanted to keep those in mind.
What do you do with those?
You can use one to re-roll a roll. You can use one to, not really, we might do proper initiative, I don't know. If we do, you can change your position in the initiative with one. You can use one to restore 2 hit points. You can use one to restore 4 points of armor. You can use one to either give a +2 bonus or a -2 penalty to another player or a NPC if you can narratively explain how you're interfering or helping. Or you can use one to just completely take over the narration to perform an action or introduce some new element into the story or whatever, as long as it makes story sense and doesn't contradict what's come before.
Okay.
You can't use it to automatically succeed in fighting a major NPC or other players, but in that case, they'll give you a +2 bonus to your roll with the story logical explanation.
Okay, what we need to do is get a scooter and strap a gun to the top of it. And get a trucker hat and a flag. And just roll through the town.
Well, do you have 2 spare guns in that building y'all are in? Because they each had an M16 that they no longer are holding.
Yeah.
So you're like 1/4 of your way of becoming a meme.
Yeah. It's like we'll be the most American thing they've ever seen.
So I'm going to go ahead and use my plot point.
Uh-oh.
Willie walks away from the window and kind of thinks for a minute and heads around behind the counter and walks into its little donut shop y'all are in. And he walks around behind the counter, goes into the back room. You hear him kind of shuffling some stuff around. And then you just hear a tss, 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 tss. He comes back out.
I think Willie sprung a leak.
He comes back out, and his black combat armor has been spray painted to look like an American flag.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Right there.
They got more paint in there. Boys want to suit up.
Oh hell yeah! This is gonna be fun.
Woo! All we gotta do is be dude bros and wear flags and yeah. Still gotta find a scooter.
And as he waiting for y'all to do what y'all are gonna do, he opens up the counter to get a donut out and eat it, and he notices something else, and a little button under the countertop, and he hits that, and in the room y'all are in, as y'all are spray painting yourselves, the back wall kind of clicks and kind of swings open a little bit, and inside it's the old dude's armory, but there's also a hover around like old person mobile chair in there as well. It's all camo color.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. So who wants to roll down the middle of the street?
I just rub my hands together. All right, let's gear up and go find some more old people.
I think Puddles should be the driver because he can wet himself if there's trouble.
Hey man, fuck you.
Do you or do you not turn into a liquid?
It is more of a semi-solid plasma gelatin. But that's not the point.
Sounds like a liquid to me. So if the old dude on the roof shoots a rocket at you, at the most American thing he's ever going to see in his goddamn life, you can just wet yourself and you'll be fine.
Okay, barefoot.
Just, as you're rolling down the street, yell out, woohoo! And shoot your gun up in the air a few times. Really sell it.
Alright, so I take off, I guess.
Alright, so you're in your American flag spray painted armor. You're on a camo scooter, basically.
Camo Vespa.
Well, it's not. It's
No, it's an old person scooter.
right. Yeah,
It's gotta
Oh
be
shit, you're headed to hover around.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you're on that. It gets camo colored. You've got your M16s. You picked up theirs. Your own assault rifle is strapped to your back, so you're very armed. And you come out from around the back of the building onto the main street. What exactly are you doing as you drive down the street in this?
Wait, can I spend one plot point to add something to it?
Yeah.
Okay, there's like one little chihuahua on a leash or something like that. That he's one little yappy dog that we found that he's dragging along with him with the moped.
Dragging along or like in the basket?
No, it's kind of like running along beside him, but it's like
Okay.
rawr, rawr, rawr.
Okay.
This thing's not very fast, right?
No, it's not.
No, it's made for people getting around Walmart.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, so in the room with the hover round, their guard dog is like this little yappy chihuahua that y'all turn real easily by giving it a kolache, a sausage kolache, and it eats it and like all friendly now. So you find the leash, and the leash is actually it's like the color of parchment, and just printed over and over along it are the words "We the People." And so you've got that strapped to the hover round as you drive it around. So what exactly do you do as you turn the corner onto the main street, knowing there's a guy with an RPG on the roof, on your camo hover round with two M16s, one in each hand, and a yappy dog with the "We the People" collar trailing behind you?
Do I have a clear view of the warehouse that we're trying to go to?
You can't really see it yet.
As long as I'm able to like point out its direction, that's all I need.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally just like a straight shot across town. It's just too far with buildings in the way and stuff for you to see.
Okay, then I'm just shouting, "Woo! Come on, boys! Let's get them ISIS commies. He's over in that warehouse over there," and then just start firing my guns and kind of repeat that every block or two.
Okay, so as you make it to the end of the first building with Rupert and Willie just like giggling to themselves as they watch the window.
Can I add one thing?
What's that?
I'd love to like get like a boombox and just have like the national anthem playing as he's going along.
I am going to require somebody to spend another plot point for that at that point.
I'll spend
I'll do
another
that.
one.
I'll take that.
I'll be behind him just saluting.
Okay, so you have the boombox that you also found in the back room. That's in the basket, and it's playing the Star Spangled Banner. And are you following the cart, Rupert?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
almost doing it like it's a parade.
Okay, so yeah, then you and Willie are marching behind it with your hands up in salute as y'all march behind it. Puddles, go ahead and roll charisma.
Yes.
So y'all see that movement on the top of the roof where the RPG came from. Is this old guy walks up to the edge of it. Like, who are you?
Who am I? Who am I? Who are you? I was just giving the.
I'm
wait.
Cletus. I live here. We're looking for ISIS. Have you seen ISIS?
Well, I'm Billy Joe. I live down there. You ain't ever met me. I just down there in that warehouse.
What? No. That's those are some real patriots up there. ISIS is coming in. We already killed like 15 of them. More ISIS coming.
Got wolves in sheep's clothing. They've been ISIS the whole time. Those brave men and women coming our way. There's the American Army. They're here to help. Now you gonna do your duty, son?
I need some proof. Wait right there.
Proof. I am wearing everything the American flag ever gave birth to.
He comes. A few minutes pass, and he comes down, running out of the front of the building, and he's got like a little parchment, and he opens up the parchment, and he's clearly very nervous. He's like, I need you boys to eat this here bacon. If you're not ISIS, eat this bacon.
Yeah, I'll take the bacon.
Yeah, Willie takes a bite.
No, I'll wolf it down. It's like, fuck yeah, bacon.
I'll take the bacon.
I say, America.
So he kind of tears up a little bit. And, America! And he eats a piece of bacon too, and he salutes y'all. And there ain't no way you guys are ISIS. So, wait, so you saying we've been played? That ISIS is in the warehouse?
You've been played like the glorious national anthem. Wait, that's probably the wrong analogy. Yes, the point is, yes, you've been played like a game of football on Sunday.
We don't take too kindly to that kind of shenanigans around here. You're gonna blaspheme against our Lord and our country, and ain't gonna do right. You boys head to the warehouse. I'm gonna see if I can get some help. And he runs back in the building. As soon as he walks into the building away from y'all, Willie's just like, "Are you fucking kidding me? What is wrong with America?"
Still in the same soldier voice, I'm just like, greatest country on the planet, son. You give like the most exaggerated salute. No, I don't even care if I have to roll for this. I will partially melt my hand so that it's like a floppy stretched out salute.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Pretty sure you got that. Yeah, you don't even need to roll anything else.
I had the wrong die anyway.
Oh. Yeah, anytime you're using the basic melty power that's not damage reduction, it's going to be your power die plus your the relevant stat die. So in this case, it would have been, most likely it'll usually be action, which would have been the case this time too.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that D8 does matter then. Okay, so yeah, I got the 4 and the 3, with the 3 being luck.
Either way, you had to beat a 3 anyway, so.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so your hand turns into liquid as it extends out a little bit more, and as it does, some of the paint from your suit kind of leaks into it, so your liquid hand turns red, white, and blue as it extends. Willie's just like, oh god damn, I'm glad we're getting paid double for this shit. I'd rather be getting shot at.
Is my hand being red, white, and blue, is that going to be permanent for like the rest of this, or does it fade out as soon as I re-solidify?
Red, white, and blue's for life, son.
When you re-solidify it, like your hand is covered with the paint.
Okay, fine, never mind. I was going to say the American flag says fuck you.
So keep going down the street doing this with Willie and Rupert still looting as y'all go. And at this point you hear over the comms, it's like, we're a couple minutes away. What advise the current situation? It's from the U-Haul team.
This is a truly patriotic town.
I'm not even sure what that's supposed to mean.
America. Fuck yeah.
It means fun is what it means.
So, can we enter, or is it safe?
No, you might want to hold back a little bit. We still have to extract.
Understood. Well, we'll delay here. Yeah, we'll hold position.
Citizens are on the eye out for ISIS, and they suspect you're it. I don't know what gave them that idea.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Do you think we could make this up?
It's small town America. I believe you. It's just fuck. Have you ever seen Fox News? I believe you.
No, I haven't, actually. Maybe I should watch it.
No, you're not missing anything.
Yeah, unless
you're looking at it for the lulz. He actually says that.
Who says lulz out loud?
I just give the nervous, like, double side eye. Oh, yeah, nobody would say that.
As y'all are marching through town, you see more townsfolk slowly coming out of the buildings, holding guns in one hand and saluting with the others as y'all pass.
Oh yeah, I'm saluting back, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm fully into this role now.
A little boy comes like running up, and Cleta says you're real Americans gonna save our town from them dirty commies.
We sure are. Here, you want to hold my rifle?
Oh yes, sir. And he holds it. And...
Yeah, just watch where you're aiming, but look straight down the sight there, wherever you want.
So as he's fumbling with it, he accidentally sets it off, and it shoots out through the storefront of one of the buildings, and he's like, "That's so cool!"
Oh, yes, it is. Here, you better give that back. I'm gonna need that against them there commies.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And he gives this like really terrible but wholehearted salute.
Just salute them back.
And just like under his
Hey.
through the comms, you just hear Willie muttering like, "This fucking town."
Hey kid, you want to ride?
Yes.
You're never too young to stop walking.
And do what? What'd you say, Rupert?
Oh, I just said you're never too young to stop walking.
And so, yeah, he kind of crawls up and he gets into the front basket with the boombox, and he's like standing up in the basket, saluting as he goes, and he's driving, and he, "Mama, look at me! I'm a tank." "You sure are, Billy D. Joe." And he starts taking pictures with their phone.
Yeah, we probably have a proper parade now.
Yeah, some of them start following behind as y'all go. More and more of the men, and now you'll get a little bit more, and you can actually see the warehouse now in the distance. And you know from your own or from the recon from your team that at least 2 of the buildings around it are also connected, and that most of the people around the street there are hired security. So you don't. If you get too close in, you're gonna start not knowing who's civilian versus security.
Oh, we'll know. They can't hide from us. We got bacon.
Another guy comes running out of one of the buildings, and he's got a shotgun, and strapped to his back is around his neck is the yellow "Don't Tread on Me" flag as he comes running up and joining the parade. And as you'll get closer, down, just still marching, more and more men joining you. You see a shop. Both of the doors kind of fly open as 2 guys come out and hold it open, and you see a couple of men hauling out a massive cannon. Real Americans got to stick together against them damn commies. They're lying to us, and ISIS is on the way when they're really ISIS pinko commie liberals the whole time. We're going to take them down.
They're liberals too? God damn it. What is this country coming
You got
to?
to be a liberal if you're commie. You got to be a commie if you're liberal.
What was the kid's name again?
Billy D. Joe, I think.
You hear that, Billy D. Joe? Disgraceful.
You're in God's own land.
Mama always said God would protect us, and he sent some real American soldiers to help save our town. This is amazing. And so, yeah, the warehouse is pretty close now. So I don't know if y'all have a plan or anything, or y'all just gonna keep parading up.
I mean, we're getting more and more people, so I vote that we just keep parading up and see if they dare shoot us.
I point at one of the buildings we suspect has tunnels underneath it. I think you gentlemen will find if you go in there that there might be little hidey holes going straight to that warehouse.
You mean they're under our town too?
Yep.
In the
Like
very
worms.
foundation.
Oh hell no! Let's go, boys.
And we need people watching those exits.
And so a group of them kind of rush off, taking up positions around that building.
I'll point out a few more buildings.
Yeah, so they kind of do the same at all of them. So you're left with you three. You've still got the kid. You've got the two guys with a cannon. And about 4 other townsfolk marching behind.
Hey, kid, how are you at delivering messages?
I'm pretty good at it, even when I'm not supposed to. I get the cane.
Oh?
I get the cane a lot for telling people stuff I shouldn't, but I'm pretty good at it.
That just means your back's rigged.
Real tough, sir.
Yeah. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is dangerous. What I'm about to ask you to do.
Uh-huh.
And I start just scribbling symbols on a piece of paper. It's a secret code. And like, does he have like a pocket like on the front of him or something, like on his chest or something?
Yeah, he's got a little pocket on his overalls.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in his overall. I need you to get this to some people.
Okay.
Back in the direction of Jasper.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's a U-Haul.
Okay. What's a U-Haul?
It's a truck. An orange truck.
Oh, okay.
Not pink.
Not orange.
Not red.
Orange.
Orange.
I know my colors real good. I got gold stars at school. My colors.
Oh, good. How many colors am I holding up?
Out of character, are you holding up any colors?
No.
Okay. I mean, you're covered in red, white, and blue, but you're not holding up any colors.
That's it. 3 colors. Damn, you're good at this.
And what do those colors not do, kid?
They don't run.
That's right.
So I need you to.
But should I run to deliver this message?
No, I need this timing just right.
Oh.
So I need you to walk down this street.
Okay.
Back towards Jasper until you get to that orange truck.
Okay.
It's going to be completely enclosed like a moving truck.
Yes, sir. I mean, all trucks are moving if they're driving.
And give that to the driver.
Okay. Yes, sir. I can do that.
And tell him God bless America.
Absolutely, sir. I mean, Mama don't like me to leave town, but I think she'll understand. Help in America.
Right.
So I'll do this, even if it means Mama give me the cane again. I'll give them this message, sir.
All right. We're trusting.
If your mama tries to give you the cane again, you just tell her Jesus and America needed it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't talk back to your mama.
Oh no, sir. No, the Bible says not to.
But maybe we'll have a word with her.
Yes, sir.
All right. You're sure you want to do this? It's dangerous.
Yes, sir. Danger is one of my middle names.
All right. I bet you Lee's one of them too, huh?
Yes, sir. How'd you know?
I just had a feeling. There's a great general, and I see a little bit of him in you.
Really? He kind of stands up a little bit straighter.
Really, really.
Okay. So, should I go now, or when do you need me to go?
Yeah, you can start walking now.
Yes, sir. So he takes a note and turns around and starts walking.
All right. And I kind of say out loud, let's go get us some commies.
The crowd just, yeah, fuck them commies, America.
Yeah, so basically I'm trying to disperse as many people as we can before we get to the asset.
Okay.
Which is why I'm sending them to the buildings and sending the kid off. And
Right. So the ones following y'all, a couple more, they kind of harness their guns, and they help the guys with the cannon. And they like run it ahead, and they load it, and they just launch it, and it shoots right into the warehouse, knocking out a chunk of the wall. And they just like let out a cheer as it, yeah, fuck you commies. And then you just see this mist shoots out of their heads, and they all just fall to the ground.
yep, that's our cue.
Willie's like, Jesus, and he ducks it down an alleyway.
All right. So, Puddles, you think you can get in there?
Oh yeah, I got that.
Open
No
a hole.
problem. Well, out of character if I roll well enough. Oh yeah, I got that. No problem.
Get wet and go in their hole.
Just like Tuesdays,
You're terrible
Saturday.
people.
Friday, Monday.
So yeah, go ahead and roll your action plus your power die, and then add a d12. Alright, beat it by 2. So, yeah, you puddle down on top of the scooter, and so then what do you do once you're in the puddle?
That was sorry, held down the wrong button. If we're close enough to the warehouse, I'm gonna just kind of swoop into the nearest opening.
Okay, so yeah, so probably through the hole they made with the cannon.
Yeah, that one. Actually, yeah, good. That one specifically. Try to take out the cannon once I get inside.
Okay. Yeah, so as you sloop up, then you're going slowly, so it doesn't seem like they notice you. If they do, you're not being shot at least, because you're a puddle of water. Rupert, what are you doing?
Let's see. I'm probably going to try to look for cover as I make my approach also.
All
Because
right.
I can't be as direct as he is.
Right. Yeah, so you duck around the alley with Willie as y'all make your way around this other building farther down from where the dead bodies are. You see some people running to and fro, but unlike with the townsfolk, these people, while they are dressed like townsfolk, they don't have the same aura about them, effectively, of being small town Americans, and their weapons also seem a lot newer and nicer. They're kind of
So
running
kill
about.
us some commies.
Yeah, one of them comes running by. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Yeah, one of them comes running by the the alleyway. Y'all are ducked down and kind of stops, starts looking around, and heads us back to the alley.
Oh yeah, I'm going to try to stab him with my talon of
Okay. Go ahead and roll your action.
action. And that's my lucky number.
Nice. So, yeah, you draw out your talon, and you jam it into the back of his neck. And if he slumps backwards, you'll kind of pull him into the alley. Yeah, I don't know how many of these guys there's going to be, but they definitely know we're here.
I think they knew we were here before we even got here.
I don't know if they knew we were here or not, but they were protecting themselves for sure.
Yeah. They knew somebody was coming. I mean, You can't keep a town mobilized like that and on the edge forever.
I don't know. I mean, I've been living in America for a while now. I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, I suppose so. The country really has changed in the past few years.
Yep. Anyway, yeah, we got to survive this.
Yeah. So, yeah, as, the talent sinks in, I go...
Can you say that out loud?
Yeah.
You all right there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. He dead?
GM, is he dead?
Go ahead and roll an intellect with a d12.
Okay.
You're honestly not sure whether he's died or just like very low breathing. You can't seem to find a pulse or anything, but you realize you're probably missing the right places because you were never very good at it. You're so overdrawn with bloodlust and everything right now.
Yeah, I'm going to lick the talent and then go again. Just to be certain.
You stab him again?
Not yet. Yeah. It's not dead yet.
Okay.
Action?
If you're stabbing him, the state he's in, you can just stab him.
Okay. Yeah, just stab him a couple more times.
Oh, I was kind of hoping he was alive, but probably not anymore.
Well, even if he was alive, he wasn't much good to us.
Well, I mean, I maybe could have gotten something from him.
Maybe the next one.
Yeah, next one. Definitely. Yeah. If you can not eat him.
Yeah. Yeah, if we can find somebody that's not so stab happy.
Alright, so, Puddles, you get through the hole, and it's, the interior of the warehouse, it's a still pretty empty warehouse, kind of hollowed out. There's a lot of soldiers inside, though, like full-on, armored-up soldiers. And down in the center of the room, there is a giant steel box that has been constructed, where you're assuming the asset is in. There are a number of guards kind of heading towards the area where the cannonball blew up the outside wall.
Okay, so enough of them that reforming right now probably isn't the best idea. So for now, I guess I'm going to sort of scout it out, see if I can find a safer opening for the other guys.
Okay.
Actually, did I still have all that paint on me? Like, did they just see like an American flag covered puddle or colored puddle looping across the floor?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay then.
So I was gonna say, yeah, go ahead and roll action.
And I had sneaking as the specific skill with it, so that'll be a +1 to it.
Yes.
Since I'm trying to like. Hey, 3. Does that count as luck then?
No.
Fine, bit.
Yeah, so at first it seems like you're getting through and undetected as you kind of sloop around, but you notice a couple of them like seem to notice you as they turn and actually start firing at you and yelling for more men. You've got a intruder, and start firing, and more guys come running in from all the directions. But in the goop form, it stings, but it's not really hurting at this point.
And then I guess I'm going to sort of try to book it, because there's definitely more than I can fight.
Yeah, okay. So y'all are back in the alley, Rupert, you and Willie. So what do you do?
I suppose we try to find another one to knock out.
Okay. Yeah, as you kind of look out, you see some of your townsfolk militia around one of the buildings, kind of watching the back door. It's one of the ones you directed them to. And you see most of these civilian security officers seem to be all having rushed in and now forming a much tighter perimeter around the warehouse.
So there's no stragglers for him to get a reading off of.
Not that you see.
Damn them, and they're bleeding all over my knife.
Well, we gotta get in there. And he pulls off his gun, his rifle, and make sure it's loaded up and everything. And all right, he turns the corner and just like runs towards the warehouse, ducking down behind a car that's much closer to it. You see a couple of the security officers as you kind of glimpse around, heading towards the car. They're not sure if they saw something or not.
Yeah, I was going to say that if they're not sure they saw something or not, I was originally going to say I'll follow him using him as a shield, but if I do that, they'll see him. I'm going to keep circling around the building, seeing if there's another way in or anything.
Okay. As you make your way around, kind of sticking to alleyways and darting across streets and whatnot, I'm going to go ahead and use a plot point. And as you turn this corner and kind of like watching, making sure nobody's there, you hear a voice kind of deeper in the alley underneath some rubble. And it's like, "That you, weirdo?"
Huh?
"That you, weirdo?" His voice coming from under some trash.
Where are you at?
"The stars shine brightest at dawn."
Out of character, I really feel like I should know this.
I was whatever you make up, honestly.
Yeah, it just seems like I've heard that somewhere, and it's like, where have I heard that?
Oh, if that's a real thing, I thought I just pulled it out of my backside. But in character, it's just like one of the contact code things. But whatever you make up, I was just going to run with.
Oh, okay. So what was it again? I'm sorry. It was the
shine
stars.
brightest at dawn.
But only because they're coming out of the night.
And the trash pile starts moving, and as it clears, Howie stands up from it, all bloodied up and beaten. And glad to see you.
Yeah? I don't get that much.
These whole damn town, fucking crazy. Killed everybody else. Got my fucking leg, and you notice he's missing his leg. It's like from his knee down. His left leg is tied off and very crudely cauterized.
Yeah, you might want to get that looked at.
No shit. How many of y'all are here?
From the original team, or some of the stragglers we picked up?
What do you mean stragglers?
We've been recruiting town militia.
How the fuck did you do that? Those motherfuckers did this to me. They killed everybody else.
Oh, you just have to have the right touch and appeal to their greater sense of honor.
Fucking Hicks. How many from the original team?
3.
3 plus you?
No. 2 plus me.
Who are you with?
Got Puddles.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else do we need?
You said there were 3 of y'all.
Yeah, there's Willie.
Oh, okay. Willie. Good. He owes me money. I don't want him dying.
Alright. See,
So
that's how you know he won't die. He owes you money.
better not. Alright, so what's y'all's plan? What?
Right now the plan is to get, well, we got the townsfolk watching some of the side tunnels. And Puddles is inside the warehouse right now.
Okay. And then?
Well, we still have to get to the package.
So you're winging this whole thing. You don't really have a plan.
Right, we didn't know what the layout of the warehouse was for certain.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't want to. If you had a plan, just hoping it was a good one and we could run with that. Well, I guess I'll hop with that, but he kind of hops over to one of the trash cans and opens up the lid and starts digging through it and finds this old piece of wood. This is gonna fucking suck. And he kind of holds it up and jams his nub onto it, creating a peg leg with it. As he kind of holds back from a scream, biting into his lip. Blood starts coming down it.
Here, eat. Damn it, if you'd warned me, I would have had you bite down something.
Yeah. Alright, let's do this.
Yep.
He pulls his gun out from the trash pile he was hiding in.
Let's do it.
So he walks to the edge of the alley and looks like they've pretty much condensed their forces down. But full frontal.
Feel a lot better if we sent the cannon fodder in first.
That some of them over there. He points at some of the guard ones holding down the back entrance to the building that you had saw earlier.
Yeah, but we really don't want anybody getting out, or at least we want to slow them down. I guess it's frontal assault. Fuck me.
Maybe later. Alright. And so this is really gonna fucking hurt. And just be ready to make your move. And he turns the corner and he seems like he starts running, and then faster, and a little bit faster, and as he runs, debris and stuff in the street and from the alley starts like kind of flinging around behind him, creating a trail as he runs closer to the pile of people in front of the warehouse, and he kind of turns and all the debris just kind of flies like a debris storm towards all of them as they kind of take cover, blocking at it. Some of them kind of get hit in the head and a little dazed a little bit.
Yeah, and as he does this, I'll run behind him and I'll raise my gun up in the air and I'll go yell out, "For America!" as I charge in.
Alright. Are you shooting at anybody, or are you just running in?
I'm just running in and waving my gun in the air.
Okay. Puddles. So yeah, they were shooting at you. So what exactly are you going, or what are you trying to do, or?
At that point, it was get out of the room, stop being shot at, basically.
Okay.
Since I know like it's too many for me to take on.
Yeah, the only out of the room options would be to try to see if you could get into the steel construct in the middle of the room, or to actually leave the warehouse. That's pretty much it inside. Otherwise, it's like a hollow shell.
I will go for the construct first off, since that is where our ass is.
Okay. So yeah, as you start making your way across the room, they're still there, and you see a couple of guys come running forward. They've got like long rods. At the end of the rod, you can see like crackling with electricity. They come running up, and one of them comes up and like spins it around and just like smashes it down to try to hit you with the electrified end. Go ahead and roll your action.
Woo!
Alright, so yeah, you're able to kind of shift to the side as it smashes into the ground. Then the other one comes in and drives it down. Go ahead and roll it again.
Great.
Yeah, so as you move to avoid the first one, it kind of, you don't quite notice the other one as he drives it down directly into the middle of your central mass of puddle. And the electricity just kind of starts coursing through you. So you can roll the shield to try to see if you can reduce it or anything. Which your shield is a D8 plus your action.
Alright, so 2d8.
And you drop the lowest.
Oh, they're both lucky rolls, so it doesn't matter.
So, okay, yeah. So you activated that. Alright. So you're able to shift your molecules enough to, while it hurts and it is distracting, you manage to basically absorb and mitigate the damage without actually suffering from it too much. And so you basically reduce the 3 to 0.
Alright.
Alright, and so you just try to keep heading towards the steel box. Do you just keep heading towards the steel box at that point?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and, if there are any gaps, I'm gonna try and slip into the box.
Okay, go ahead and roll intellect with the D12. So as you sloop around the box looking for any way to enter, it appears to be sealed, and you can't actually find a way in to seep through. You do see that there's like a code pad on the doorway, but it looks completely sealed up, and you can't fit through any cracks or crevices or anything. Do what?
How many? Because I assume the soldier guys are all still shooting at me, right?
The other ones have stopped shooting so much, and the ones with the batons are still coming at you. The ones with the guns are aiming at you, still following and keeping track of you, but they are not actively shooting as the other guys are closer, trying to stun baton you.
Okay, so I can at least use that to my advantage. If I'm able to perch myself on top of this stupid thing, I want to try and reach down and either grab at one of the batons or just try to knock one of the dudes. No, actually, I'm going to grab one of the batons, yeah.
Okay, so perch on top of the steel tower, or the steel box?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're able to ooze up to the top. Go ahead and roll action.
Well, shit, never mind.
pretty close. So, yeah, as you try to swipe one of the batons as you ooze up to the top, but you are not able to get a grip on it as he pulls it away before you can get it. The box itself is about 12 feet high, so they don't have, if you're in the center of it, they don't have a good angle at you right now.
Okay, then yeah, for right now at least, I'll kind of retreat to the center where they can't get to me and sort of catch my breath.
Okay. Rupert, yeah, so you are running towards them as they kind of recover from a debris storm.
Yeah, I'm going to try to slam right into him.
Okay.
I'm not using the tentacle arm because I don't want any of the townsfolk to see me.
Alright, so then in that case, just go ahead and roll your action.
Action. Okay.
Okay. So two of them are close enough together that you can run directly into them as you basically clothesline the two of them, knocking them to the ground, as some of the other ones around now turn to face you.
America, bitches!
What? One of them actually says that as they like pull their gun up. And yeah, go ahead and roll your action as you are now being shot at by one of them. Right, yeah, he's still got some stuff in his eye from the debris field, and so he's kind of off balance, and you manage to move to the side as well, so the bullet misses you by quite a bit.
Fuck you!
At this point, you notice further down as Howie just kind of keeps doing debris storms around and distracting as many security guards as they can. One of the ones who was aiming directly at you that was in front of you, you see him just kind of like his eyes go wide as he kind of twitches a little bit and he just kind of falls to the ground. And then you hear another body drop behind you. And as you turn, you see with blood kind of oozing down one of his arms, Willie kind of walking up with his fingers making a gun shape, pointing at one of them. And he makes like the bang motion, and you see their eyes go wide and they just kind of twitch and fall to the ground.
No wonder you don't like the finger guns.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Come on, let's go get the package.
Yep. See, glad to see Howie's still alive, even though it means I gotta pay the son of a bitch back.
Maybe. Depends how long you can put them off for.
No. Yeah. And so, yeah, more of the guard, they're being distracted so much by Howie, it kind of gives you all an opening to try to find your way, sneak inside. The warehouse does have a fence surrounding it, but it's not in the best of shape. Like, they didn't want to put too much work to make it look like the warehouse was occupied, so you find a gap in it that you can squeeze through, get on the inside. Yeah, you find a door, but it's not guarded on the outside, but it is locked.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to strong arm it. I don't think I'm going to be able to pick locks or anything, so.
Alright, so, Might and D12.
Might and D12. I can't roll.
Yeah, so just like with the store shop, you smash into the door and just kind of bounce back a little bit as it's so solid.
Yeah, you have to loosen them first.
That what it is? So step back, and Willie kind of pulls out a small little explosive device out of one of his pouches and sets it on the door handle, and it pops, and small explosion breaking off the handle and the locking mechanism, and the door just kind of creaks a little bit, and inside, as it opens, you can hear the sound of a lot of bootsteps running.
I think we got their attention.
Yeah, inside Puddles, you hear activity kind of pick up again right after you hear kind of a small popping noise across the warehouse.
Let me see. By now I've reformed, because why the hell not at that point? I'll sort of slowly kind of make my way over to the edge so I can try and look over without getting shot.
As soon as
and then,
as soon as you get a little closer to the edge, to look over, bullets do start flying. You also, you are still surrounded.
I cuss loudly at them and kind of hop back for a second. I don't know if I got a good enough look. The guys with the spears, were they still like right there where I can try and grab at them again?
Yeah, you weren't able to actually get directly to look down. As you got closer to it, they started taking shots before you ever got to the edge completely. All
right, then.
You didn't see them from where you could see, so you're safe to assume they're still pretty close to the cube.
Okay, then defensive melt, kind of work my way around, try to get a good look at like who's where, and if there is anyone close enough, I'm gonna try and knock them out. No, I don't have any kind of gun with me, so yeah, I'm gonna try and knock them out and take some kind of anyone where I can reach them. Let me see. That would be. Is that going to be action plus skill?
Okay, so you're oozing to the edge to try to reach one of them with your liquid self?
Yeah. If there's anyone close enough, yes.
Listen, you said you reformed back to normal, so first you need to roll to activate your melt form again.
Right, so that's going to be, if I'm doing, I guess, the shield melt, that's going to be...
Well, shield melt is shield melt is more of a reaction to story, or to damage.
Ah, okay then. Great.
Well, if you're activating your other one, it's a D10 plus your action, so...
Oh, shit, right, I forgot about action.
D8, keep those, and then you add a D12 as well. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, so you ooze back down again. As you ooze to the edge, they call out that you're on the move again, and you see one of the once the guns are too far, but as you get to the edge, you do see the electric staff baton guys are below waiting for you. And so roll your action to try to snatch one of the batons. Roll again. Roll again.
Seriously? Ah!
Yeah, so you're able to extend a tendril down, and as he tries to shock you with it, you whip it around instead and wrap it around the baton and pull that away from him.
Alright, so now that I'm armed with that, I can at least poke out at, I guess, him and the other two guys, or the other guy closer over there. Basically anyone within reach.
I didn't catch the beginning. What are you trying to do?
Oh, now that I've got, like, a weapon, I'm gonna start trying to poke out at anybody close enough.
The only other one close enough would be the other one with the baton. So go ahead and roll your action. So it's kind of awkward to wield it, but you whip it around to try to get him, and he sidesteps it, and he comes back up to try and shock you as you tried to shock him, but you missed him, so go ahead and roll your action. And again. And again.
Seriously?
Alright, yeah, he comes up to try to shock you, but you manage to pull your tendril back up before he hits it. Rupert, what do you do?
Let's see. I'm doing the frontal assault, right?
Yeah, y'all busted open the door. You can hear a lot of boot steps running towards you from the inside of the warehouse.
All right. I try to find a hidey hole.
I mean, unless you leave the area of the warehouse, there's not a whole lot around that you can see.
Yeah. Let me think here. Don't really have a defensive mode except maybe skin shifting. Yeah, I try to make my face look like one of the guys we just took out. So, what would I roll for that?
So you have to discard lowest. So roll D8 plus your action, which is also D8. So 2D8, dropping the lowest, and then add a D12 to that.
All right. So that's 5 plus a D12 is 8.
Yeah. So
that ain't happening.
You feel your skin starting to crawl and transform itself, and while you're not sure if you made the changes you were trying to make out of character, you know it didn't work.
Oh wait, it's discard lowest. Okay, yeah, it's still 11. Okay. For some reason, I added the lower one and not the higher one, but it still fails by 1.
Yeah. So you know you're not able to match it what you're trying to do. You felt your skin changing, so you don't look the same, but not like the form you're trying to take.
I guess there's nothing for it. We just push on through.
All right. And he load up, and he puts up both of his finger guns.
I'll pick up an extra gun. Why not?
Okay.
It's America.
What have I done?
My God. I've created a monster.
Alright, get ready. And he kicks open the door and then moves back away on the side as bullets start come flying out through the open door. So go ahead and roll your action.
Alright. Let's see. Action.
Yeah, I was going to say pretty sure you got it.
Yeah, so I'm just going to spray bullets or move out of the way, and then if there's a break, I'll spray bullets.
Okay. Yeah, so y'all, as he kicks open the door and the bullets start flying immediately, y'all both move back to the side of either side of the door frame. And a lot of bullets. And then there's a brief break.
Oh, yeah.
And so you're just going to turn into it and just start firing inside?
Yep. This is for Uncle Sam!
Alright, go ahead and roll your action.
Ooh-ah.
Roll your action.
Oh, again?
Yeah, we both got 8s that first time.
Okay.
Alright. So, yeah, you turn in, you yell that, start firing, and you hit a few of them as they kind of start stumbling back as they get shot. And Willie steps around behind you and starts finger gunning.
He starts fingering.
Finger gunning.
Finger banging.
Into your heart.
Into our minds. Oh, into my heart?
Right,
I
so,
dodged that.
no, that's
Oh,
him versus NPCs.
okay.
And so he finger bangs at 2 of the oncoming soldiers, and you just see them kind of twitch and fall to the ground. And at this point, you hear the gunfire and the commotion as well. Puddles.
Is that Rupert? Really? That you guys down there?
Yeah, it's us, old boy.
Oh God! Finally. All the records to show, I found the stupid thing first. And then I guess I just sort of stick a hand over and wave.
Yeah, you see a puddle with waving a phallic object from the top of the steel box.
How big is this object? Because we were expecting a pod with a person.
Well, the steel box is like 12 feet high, and
Oh, okay. I was picturing him waving it, and that's why I'm like, wait.
oh no, he's waving the stun baton.
Oh, okay. Don't drop that. You'll electrocute yourself.
Says you. Yeah, no, I'm hanging on to this stupid thing. Don't worry.
All right. So then the remaining guards, which they're still quite a few, start opening fire again at Rupert and Willie.
Let's see. So this is an action to avoid getting hit?
Yeah. So roll an action, beat a 6 to avoid all of it.
Nope.
All right. Well, you avoided 2, and Tide was one to roll it again.
Oh, okay.
All right. So as they open fire, and you kind of dodge out of the way for 1 and 2, and as you're moving though, there's too many, and like 3 bullets just into you. And you take 11 points of damage to armor.
Okay, so how does this work? It just subtracts it from the armor?
Yeah, it's subtracting straight from the armor.
Okay. 11. Takes me down to 8.
And Willie's able to sidestep all of the shots coming his way, and some fancy footwork.
Oh, that does not make me happy. I don't have to worry about citizens in here, so I am going to unleash with the arm.
Okay. You have discard lowest, so it's going to be a D10 plus your action, discard lowest.
Okay. That's D10 plus D8. So 4.
Okay. So as you feel your arm kind of shifting and growing, your bones creaking and cracking, and as it extended in this massive tentacle form takes shape, and you whip it out, and one of the guards manages to move out of the way as the one behind him didn't see it coming and gets whapped right upside the head with it. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, that is D4 plus 2. So this plus 2. 5?
Alright. So
I think.
Yeah. His head kind of whips back real hard and he just kind of like falls to the ground. And Willie, he finger bangs at a couple more of the guards.
See, now he has you doing it.
But from the distraction of your arm, his eyes kind of go wide. He actually misjudges his aim at one of them, and his mind bullets miss. But the another one, you see his eyes kind of widen and twitch, and he falls to the ground. Puddles?
Okay, first off, I thought I was tentacle form. What the hell, man? Enough of them have been taken out by now. It's safe for me to I guess, hop down. And I'm gonna, well, yeah, reform, hop down. Actually, probably better to swoop down and then reform. And since I've still got that stun rod, I'm gonna start swinging, I guess, at whoever's closest.
Okay, yeah, they are pretty distracted by what's going on over there now. As you come down and reform, the other agent with the other stun baton realizes that you came down and reformed, and so he's the closest one for you to go at. So go ahead and roll action.
I'm gonna keep forgetting what I have for action. Hang on. Damn it.
Yeah, you swing at him, and he kind of ducks underneath it and tries to bring up his baton to jam it into you. So go ahead and roll action again. But you're also able to sidestep as he comes up. At this point, the guards just start opening fire again.
Can you guys not for like a minute, and then I guess we'll do like the partial defensive melt?
Well, that's if you actually get hit.
Oh, okay, then yeah, roll to dodge, I guess. It'll be action.
I'm going to roll some stuff real quick, and then I'll say who's for what. So, alright, Rupert, roll action, and you need to beat those.
Okay, I'll do them in order then.
I mean, I was going to say you can just roll one unless you want to roll one for each.
Oh, okay, then. Oh, okay, I thought it was roll. Okay.
I mean, I'll leave that up to y'all. I think it's easier
Yeah, I don't
to
know
roll
how
one.
you do it.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really say per se. I think it's easier to roll one, but then if you fail all three versus one. So
Yeah. Whichever way you want to do it, whichever way you think will end up being more consistent.
probably for each then, just because it's less deadly that way potentially.
Okay. 2, 3. So I get twice?
Right. Yeah. So 2 of them hit you.
Okay.
So 2 more bullets into you for 6 armor damage.
Alright.
Alright, let's see. This is 1, 2, 3. This is for Willie. He was hit. He missed and missed. So you got hit once. And he takes that. Alright, and then these 3 will be the guard shooting at you, Puddles. Reroll the last one. Alright, so as you're fighting Stun Baton Guy, you feel 3 bullets like rip into you. For each bullet, I'm also going to have you roll your shield. So that would be...
Wait, shouldn't it just be 2? Since the 3 is my lucky.
Oh, okay. I forgot what your luck was.
Slightly less damage than before.
Alright, so then roll 2d8 and discard the lowest to see if you activate your shield. Do that twice.
Eight, and does the lucky just count as basically a max roll?
Yeah, basically. I mean, well, it's a success, so yeah. You activated that one, and then the 10 needs to beat this, or the 8, either way. So you got hit twice. So you got hit for 11 damage, but you activated your shield for one of them, and that reduces it by 3. So you take 8 armor.
Hey, that's... hang on.
Do what?
I am 9 out of 17.
Okay. And I'm going to point out y'all do have plot points to go big on, if y'all wanted. Because these guys are not major NPCs, so...
Yeah, I'm still kind of waiting for the big bed to show up to try to squash our butts.
Same, yeah. Or if we needed to get into the what you're doing.
Actually, I'm going to give y'all both one extra one anyway from all of the America stuff from earlier. I should have done it then, but I forgot about dishing out plot points. Y'all totally earned them for that.
Fuck yeah, America.
America!
That's the hardest I've laughed today.
They're still early. Alright, but yeah, it's y'all's turns for actions regardless.
Ah.
I'm gonna swing at Baton Guy again, since he's the closest to me.
Alright, so yeah, action.
Hey, like...
Alright, so yeah, you swing at him, you manage to jam the baton into his side. Go ahead and roll 1d4 for damage. Okay. Rupert?
Yeah, I'm gonna again swing out with this big old tentacle arm. I'm gonna sweep who I can. Gonna feed the beast. So that's action and tentacle arm, I guess. If I'm understanding correctly. Drop the lowest.
Yes.
So it's a 7?
Yes. Yeah, so you whip it around and it smashes into one of the guards' chests. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. D4 plus 2. So a 6.
Alright. Yeah, and he gasps for air as the wind is knocked out of him. And he kind of gets lifted off his feet a bit and knocked to the ground.
Yeah, I'm yelling out, "This is America!"
Yeah, Willie's just like, that boy ain't right. And yeah, so he finger bangs at another guard. I had that wrong. Okay, yeah, and another guard kind of twitches and falls to the ground. That's it. There's only about 6 left total in the facility. and 2 of them shoot at each of y'all, basically. So, or rather, 2 shoot at you, Rupert. So 2 action.
So 2 and a 4. Hit. Okay. Of course, the 2 would hit.
That's a 2 damage.
Alright, that's the last of my armor. That's exactly what was needed to finish off the armor.
I do have. You can use a plot point to restore 4 points if you want.
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay.
I'll let you do that, and I'll add 4.
Puddles. One is shooting at you, and the other one is this guy trying to hit you with the stun baton. The first one is going to be the gun, and then it doesn't matter. 5 and 5.
Ha! Dodge both.
Oh yeah, because it's your luck. Yeah. So, seeing the guard about to shoot at you, you jump to the side, which also happens to coincide with the other one coming in to stab you with the baton. Alright, and Willie manages to dance his way out of the line of fire of the 2 shooting at him. So, Puddles, what do you do?
You know, I'm tired of trying to attack this guy. I'm gonna this time try and reach out and steal his baton so that I can have both of them.
Okay. Action. Well, for that, that's using your power, so we'll say it's your melt power. So D10 and D8, keep both. That was lucky.
I was super lucky.
Yeah, so as you whip out a tentacle arm of your own, that wraps around the baton and yoinks it away from him.
Hey, you're stealing my moves.
Except, okay, see, the thing is, mine is better, and also, fuck you.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's not what he said. He said...
I literally just paused mid-battle. What?
And at this point, Willie calls out, "Leave one of them alive, please."
I just leveled both batons at the guy that I was just fighting with. Any other day, man. Any other day. And run off towards someone with a gun.
Alright. Rupert.
Yeah, there are still people standing and fighting, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to keep lashing out with the tentacle then. Because, like, if everybody was down, then it was going to be a will save to see if I killed people.
Ah, okay.
Or something, because I'm kind of in that moment. So, tentacle, which is D10 and D8, drop the lowest. Oh, there it is. 10.
Yeah, not really a point in even rolling. Yeah, so it whips out, and it comes, you kind of spin your arm around and whip it up at one of them, and it comes up right between their legs, just racking them in the privates. Roll for damage.
D4 plus 2. So that's a 6.
Yeah. You're pretty sure you hear something pop as he doubles over and just falls to the ground. Willie's just, that hurt.
Yeah, I pulled the tentacle in and I left the end.
Do what? Yeah, we're talking over each other.
Go ahead.
Sorry, no, I was just shouting at him. Hey, what the fuck, man? People use those for stuff.
Yeah, and I pull back the tentacle and I lick the end because I'm not right in the head.
Wow. And
Okay.
yeah, Willie, he finger bangs another one, and they twitch and fall to the ground, which leaves 3 gunmen left in the room, and they're gonna fire at each of you. So this one's for you, Rupert.
Okay. Nope.
All right, 5 damage.
Okay, so that goes to 0 armor, and then the first one goes to that first tier of health there?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Puddles.
Thank Jesus.
Yep. And then Willie. I like how you have a bullet magnet. Is that going to be one of your powers too, Rupert? Bullet magnet?
What, bullet magnet?
Yeah, so Puddles.
I guess, yeah, I'm still charging. So, since I've got both batons, I'm going to swing out. If they're close enough, at 2 people, but definitely at least 1 guy.
Yeah, I mean, you've got one guy closest to you. The one who you took the baton from, he just kind of turned and ran.
Oh, no, I meant the gunman. I've been charging toward one of the gunners.
Okay, yeah. It's just they're kind of separate from each other, so.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just, I guess, run over and swing at one of them. But swing with both batons? Would that be like a double roll?
Okay.
Or is that still
just roll 1d8.
Nice.
Or whatever your action is.
It's that D8.
Oh, is that one the one?
Yeah, that was it.
No, reroll. Reroll. Alright, so yeah, as you charge in, and he starts pulling the trigger, but it clicks, and he's like, oh shit, and starts trying to reload as you run in, and you bring up both of your arms and just jam the ends of both batons on either side of his head. Go ahead and roll 2d4 for damage. And he starts convulsing and just drops to the ground, hitting his face hard. So, Rupert, there are 2 gunmen left.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going with the tentacle because, you know, I imagine it's going to take some effort to try to pull it back in.
Okay.
That's a D8 and D10. Drop the lowest, so that's a 4.
And I'm gonna go ahead and use a plot point to make that a -2. As you're standing there fighting to roll your tentacles from the door, you just start hearing rabble, and all of a sudden you say, America! And it kind of distracts you for a minute, causing your aim to be off.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that I'd end up trying to pull in also.
Well, and at that point, you actually still tied, so roll action again.
Okay.
Or roll your attack again, rather.
So 7 minus 2 is 5.
Now, you don't have the -2. That was on that first one, so.
Oh, okay. I thought it would still apply since it's basically a reroll.
Either way, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, D4 plus 2. 4.
Alright, yeah, you hit him, but he manages to stay up as some of the townsfolk come running in the door behind y'all.
Yeah, can I slurp my arm in?
Go ahead and roll your ability for it.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna be D10 plus action, so D8 dropping the lowest, and then since it's not combat, you also roll a D12.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask if I can do a thing to.
I mean, you had to beat a 3, so you got it. But,
Okay.
but
God.
yeah, after it hits him, you manage to work past the voices and pull your arm back to normal real quick.
America.
Oh, and Willie, he just shaking his head as he finger bangs at one of the guards, and manages to knock that one out too with his mind bullets. So there's the 2 guards left. Actually, the 1 guard left that you just hit with a tentacle, and as he's about to open fire, like 4 of the townsfolk just come around and just start opening fire and hitting him with a hail of bullets. And they start running through the facility as more townsfolk come in and joining them. They're shooting all of the guards y'all have down on the ground, killing all the commies.
Yeah.
And Willie's
Leave no
like,
commies alive.
"No, I need one of
Leave
them."
one commie alive.
They just spread lies.
Fuck! I need one of them.
Fine. 1. Leave 1 alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, leave one commie alive. Have fun with the rest.
All right,
Leave
so
1 alive so we can torture the hell out of them.
gonna need charisma rolls from both of y'all to sell that to them.
Trying to see if I got anything that I could add to help with that, but I don't think so. Oh, 6 is my lucky number.
I mean, the highest they can roll is a 4, so y'all are good. I'm giving their intellects a D4. And you hear like some grudging muttering, but they agree.
They'll
Yeah.
get a good proper torture.
And as y'all kind of regroup, a couple of them come walking up, dragging the guard that Puddles had been fighting with the stun baton, and he's like hog-tied as they drag him across the floor. And at that point, yeah, Willie, he walks up to him and places a hand on his head, and his hand starts glowing, and alright, got it. Now, y'all can do what y'all want with them now. And the townspeople eyes light up like it's fucking Christmas, and they just start kicking him. They form a circle around him and start kicking him.
Yeah, kick them too.
Fucking commies. Yeah, you fucking come to our town, lie to us. Fucking commies.
Can the guy see me from where he is since we were the 2 that were fighting each other?
He can't really see anything except for feet.
Well, I'll finger your gun either way.
And yeah, Willie's like, alright, I got the code. And he starts walking towards the box.
While they're distracted, get the package out.
Yeah. So y'all start walking towards the box, and he enters the code, and the door slides open.
Right, I thought we were taking the box.
No, it's in the box. There was a door that had a code keypad.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I need y'all both to roll against both of those, your action.
Yeah. Where'd he get the code from?
The guy he left alive, he mind read him.
So 8 and 5.
Wait, are we both rolling twice, or am I rolling the 8 and he's rolling
You're
the
both
5?
rolling twice.
I got an 8 and an 8.
Alright. So
I got a 4.
4, 6. I need to re-roll that.
We truly are real American heroes.
So as the door slides open, turrets inside just start opening fire. But y'all all manage to duck out of the way before the turrets actually hit y'all. And they stop firing as soon as there's no motion. And y'all saw in the seconds while y'all were there that there is a slightly larger than a person-sized pod on some sort of wheeled device in the middle of the room that they're guarding.
I'm guessing the pod's insulated against explosions. Why don't we just throw some grenades in there?
If you boys want to. Probably the
There
best.
are for me.
Anybody object?
Nay.
Okay. Hey, we could use some grenades.
Grenades! Oh yeah! And one of them comes running over and like with a backpack and opens it up, and it's full of like old grenades.
Oh yeah. Let's just chuck a couple in that room.
All right, go ahead and roll action with the D12.
Okay. All right.
All right. Yeah, so you throw a couple in, and y'all all kind of move to the side, and you hear the explosions ring out, and Willie just kind of waves his hand in front of the door and pulls it back. Does it again a little longer, and kind of walks in front of it.
Don't we have Puddle Boy do that?
Probably could have. He jumps out in front of it, and nothing happens. All right, you got him. And the townsfolk with the grenades, like, so, what are these damn commies even doing in our town?
They're subverting the American people.
We ain't got nothing special here. I mean,
No, you do. You're wrong. You're carrying on the American spirit. And they're trying to disrupt that.
wow, that's deep.
They're insidious.
That's dirty. Them boys are
Yes.
playing some dirty pool.
They really are.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and use that last plot point I have. And as y'all are in there working with the pod, all of a sudden you hear like tires screech on the outside, and then followed by gunfire out in the thing. The guy with the grenades like, what the fuck? And he turns.
Yep. Time to move.
And as he steps out of the vault with y'all, you just see like a bullet hit him dead center of the head, missed out of the back of his head as he falls to the ground, and you just start hearing out, "Area clear!" And you hear this over your comms.
Oh. Alright, y'all secure the package. I've got this bundle of joy. I pick up the bag with the grenades.
Yeah, so Puddles, go ahead and roll intellect with a D12.
Shit, hang on one second. I think I accidentally exited out.
You did.
Okay, I'm back in. You said intellect and a D12?
Alright. So you fiddle around with some buttons and stuff on the package, and Willie's does the same on the other side, and you'll manage to unlock the wheels and get it going, and you'll roll it out, and you've got a bunch of dead town folk lying there with the all the security forces as the agenda case of backup soldiers are securing the area. And y'all walk out to the U-Haul, and y'all see the front of the U-Haul actually, and on the grill is like it's dented in, like it hit something, and it's roughly the shape of a small young boy.
Yeah, I try to save one of the town people. This is what happens.
So you'll load the package into the truck and get that secured. Then you just start heading out. You hear him talking, and I'm gonna have to have this whole damn place wiped out. Cover our tracks here. Oh well, they deserve it.
Yep. I think there were cultists or something. I mean,
Yeah, probably. Small towns are full of them.
they were off.
So y'all all piled into U-Haul and starts driving.
Before we do, can I give one last goodbye to the village or to the townspeople?
They're all dead.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I had myself mixed up.
Yeah, y'all soldiers killed them all.
Yeah, the backup soldiers came in and wiped out the town.
And you have reason to believe that they ran over the young boy he sent to give him a message. But yeah, so y'all start driving out, and you hear one of the guys from the front of the trailer. Y'all are kind of hanging out in the back, and you call in an airstrike. And
Yeah.
yeah, so
I just softly go, America.
Good job, everybody. Double pay.
yeah, it seems like a pretty decent place to go ahead and stop it with y'all driving out and the town burning from an airstrike behind y'all.
This ad version of America, fuck yeah, just inexplicably starts playing.
America.